if she end up probably sleeping with somebody, it's gonna be her dude. So whether he hurt her, now I got to get the hurt one again. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get her before she go through that. What do you mean?
That's crazy.
I'm trying to get her before she go through the hurt.
Okay.
Well, why I gotta wait? Oh, she don't know herself, so I gotta wait till after she dates somebody.
What about women? We gotta deal with men who gotta go through their whole phase before you want to settle down.
It's different.
No, it ain't different, bro.
Why not?
It ain't. Welcome to Keys to the Culture podcast. It's your hostess with the mostest, Maisha, and this is a place where we celebrate Black creators and innovators who shape the culture around us and give relevance to the creator economy. And here at Keys to the Culture podcast, we'd like to give highlight to those who are making significant change in our culture and have made history. And today's culture change maker is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, it was widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all times. I grew up on Michael, and he is an incredible athlete. He has incredible skills. He built the Jordan brand from scratch, and he has changed the game in the shoe industry forever. And we all continue to buy his shoes. But just like Michael Jordan, not only making waves in sports, our guest today, Eric Williams, is from Long Beach, California. He went to Tarleton State University in Texas. From there, he played over a decade overseas and played sports as a basketball player. Also, he's a social media influencer. He's an R&B artist. He goes by EWill. And with Eric, he likes to talk about business, relationships, health, and everything far in between on social media. Welcome, Eric.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm so happy he's here because it's going to be a really interesting conversation. But before we dive in, I got one question to ask you. When did you know that Black creativity is the culture?
I think from a young age. Like just far as like listening to music, seeing the athletes. That's all where it comes from for us. You know, in the inner city, we Snoop Dogg.
Okay, period.
You know, we got, Warren G, and then you see the athletes and on the come up. And I think just seeing that as a young kid, it inspires me. It inspired me.
Yeah, same for me too, because I'm from Long Beach, y'all, from the east side. So growing up, like, I've seen Snoop, like, growing up. He was at my grandma's house. They shot videos there. Like, it's just ingrained in our culture, like the music mixed with gang culture, mixed with, like, sports. And that has always been kind of a part of just the city in general. And for you growing up, like, how has sports impacted your life?
Definitely. Sports changed my life like a mug, you know? Like, not having a father figure there as much as I wanted it to be. I started playing sports at 6 years old, and that gave me the discipline, you know, like that I lacked, that I didn't get from my father, you know. So coaches, shout out to all the coaches that helped bring me up throughout the years, you know, that really, you know, doing push-ups, what boy, you know, that really helped me. So like to all the single mothers, if your kid's not into school like that, or even if they are, put them in sports to help you get them disciplined from other, you know, male role models and coaches and stuff like that.
And that's really important, too, because I really want to touch on that, too, as Black young men and having that kind of father figure. Like, a lot of us lack that in the home. I grew up in a single-parent home, and I know the effects that it had on my brothers, too. And just being in sports really gave them some discipline and kind of helped them just navigate through life. And how important that is for Black young men.
Oh, that's very important. I feel like you will be lost. Like if you will get lost in the streets. And so many of us made it out, but many of us didn't, you know? Like so many didn't. Whether it was joining a gang early, getting shot, killed, jail, all that. But a lot of us did make it out because of sports and the discipline, not even if it was just sports. You made it to college, or you made it through high school and went to college and you got a job and you know, started your life.
Yeah, that's true. And like for you, from sports, you went overseas. We seen you in Australia. We seen you a little bit everywhere. I was watching your videos on YouTube. I was like, dang, this man is like super talented for one. But then two, like just to have that experience and that exposure, like how has traveling and then playing overseas changed your life?
Oh man, big time. Traveling overseas, the culture, having friends and good managers of teams that treated me well. They brought me in like family, several countries, like as far as Argentina, Colombia. They treated me like family more than any other country.
Yeah.
So they'll invite me over to their house.
What?
They would be like, Eric, come on, mi casa para comida, whatever, you know.
Okay.
And it was dope, that experience. But I've played in Germany, Finland, Australia, Saudi Arabia, Australia 6 times. I love Australia. Australia, I was thinking about living there.
Whoa.
Because it's so peaceful as far as not crime like that, no crime. So, you know, I brought my brother, DW Flame, brought him out there when he was 19.
Wow.
And you just seen him brighten, everything. Like, he was just at peace, you know? Yeah, he was at peace when I brought him out there. DW at the time, he just was driving people's car on the other side of the road. I'm like, bro, what you doing? You know, he like, I'm out here, you know, tripping. So, you know, like, but it just opened his eyes as well. I had to show him that it was more to life, you know. Ooh. I played in Iraq.
Okay, Iraq.
Bombs over Baghdad for real.
What was going on over there?
Bombs for real.
No.
I'm walking the streets of Baghdad. I'm out here like, what am I doing here? You know, like, what am I doing here? But I always thought, I'm like, God didn't bring me out here to get blew up. Come on, God.
Period.
Like, you know, like, I'm out here, like, the checkpoints. The checkpoints out there was, like, serious, like a movie. Whoa. So you sitting, there's thousands of cars, hundreds of cars, and you just waiting. And that's where the bombs be going off, peak hour. So, you know, I'm sweating every time we going through a checkpoint. I'm like, and then we had this one teammate that ended up coming. Why he make everybody nervous?
What you mean?
Because he paranoid. Like, I was just fine there by myself.
Right.
But when he came, he like, no, this is where they do there. This is where they do the secondary bomb at. No, this is you come on, get through there. I'm like,
I see.
Yeah, so they end up sending him home. I'm like, get him out of here, man.
This
dude tripping. You feel me? They had some of the best fried chicken I ever had.
Wait a minute, not fried chicken.
In Iraq.
Really? And it was seasoned?
Yes, fire.
What?
I was like, who cooking this?
See, that's what I'm talking about.
It was called Crispies, I believe so. There was a place called Crispies in Baghdad, Iraq.
Wow, see, that's what I'm talking about. We don't know much about what's overseas. You see stuff on like the news and everything, and they try to create this narrative of how life is in other countries. Right. Now, you did say it was some bombs going off.
Every day.
But, I mean, at the same time, you can go places in the U.S. and then people shooting or,
Yeah.
You know?
It's more targeted here.
Yeah.
I'm more targeted here. So that's what I thought, too. I'm like, I'd be more targeted in the U.S.
There you go.
But far as out there, it was just like, hey, and this was during election season.
Ooh, okay.
Election year.
Okay.
So the Sunnis and Shiites was beefing, like Bloods and Crips. You feel me? Like, hey, they over there on the 19th, right there. And they had set the car bomb up and boom, the whole block. It shook my hotel.
God.
I woke up like, boom, like. And I'm like, hey, I'm in the reception. Like, hey, I gotta go. Like, get me up out of here.
Yeah.
They said, okay, we pay you $15,000 a month. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm saying, like, all right, God.
I'll take that too.
Like, I'm like, all right, we good.
Hey, it's your girl Maisha from Keys to the Culture podcast. Are you a creative building a brand and want to take your business to the next level? Then listen up, because I got some exciting news for you. One of the fastest ways to reach your target audience is to promote on Keys to the Culture podcast. Why? Because we have some of the biggest names in the game, from musicians to CEOs to creatives and bosses of all kinds. So this is your chance to tap into our audience to grow your business to the next level. We work with small businesses as well as newbies in the game. So don't worry if you're just starting out, we got you covered. Are you ready to promote on Keys to Culture podcast? Well, click the link in the bio to promote today. See, that's scary though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, like same, like we was going to the movie theater out there and everything.
Oh my God.
And then like a couple months later, they end up shooting. The Taliban come there, or ISIS, whoever it was, come in there shooting up the whole mall.
Oh my God.
Yep. We're like, yep, not going there no more.
Yeah, see, it was cool when we was playing basketball, but I got to go.
Yeah, that's it. So, but Saudi Arabia was like the no social life.
Really?
Good money, but no social life.
Why? Why was
practice?
There no social life?
Desert. I was in the town called.
It was in the desert.
I was at the Fahad Club. My team name was Fahad.
Okay.
So out there, it was just. I was probably like 2 hours from Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, so that, boring.
Really?
Boring. Like, it was like jail kind of with like, all right, you got yard. Go out for 2 hours, get you something to eat, go back to the room. Like,
so as a black man, like traveling, like what has your experience been as far as, has there been any like racism or any incident that was like questionable?
I'm going to tell you the truth, like real talk. Being a black athlete is different from being just a black, tourist or, one of the African locals that live there or something like that. Like, they love us. If you're a black athlete, oh yeah, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, so you're going to get love as an athlete. But I seen them, like people in different countries, whether it's the Aborigines getting treated different or the Africans getting treated different.
Interesting.
In every country.
I heard that a couple times too. Country. They were saying like, even one of the guys I had on here before, he's a model and he's traveled and modeled, and he was saying how he can get away with like wearing whatever he want, like going different places he want because of him being like a public figure.
Right.
So that kind of like creates a hierarchy. Like you're important.
I will walk in a club. Like I see the African dudes outside the club, but me, I'm the American basketball player. I walk right. Hey, I'm good.
Really?
Yeah. They treat the African. Nah, y'all. Nope. Too many of y'all in here.
That's insane.
Yeah. Real talk.
Now let's talk about your journey in basketball. Because a lot of black men, they play sports and they go to college and they don't never go professional sports. They don't get the NBA. They don't go to the NFL or the MLB. So that like psychologically can play a lot of like issues on a lot of black men. I see it play out a lot. It can show up as aggression. It can show up in how they treat people in relationships or their life, their trajectory, and their decision making. So like that kind of journey going through like college to playing sports overseas, like how has that been? But then also, how do you see that affecting other black men who don't get to make it?
Yeah, big time. For me, I feel like since I was a kid, I started at 6 or whatever, but since I was a kid, got like 9, 10, I always knew I was going to be a professional athlete. Yeah. In my mind, no matter what. I probably wasn't the most talented coming up or the most skilled coming up, but I played football. I came up playing football. Yeah. Basketball kind of took off a little later. I started playing in the Midnight League at Cal Rec. You feel me? Shout out to Leonard for letting me, letting me play at the age of 15. And I'm playing against grown men, so that helped me with my game, my aggressiveness and everything else. So I went on to college after I only played 1 year of high school basketball at Wilson in football.
1 year.
1 year. I went actually to Long Beach City to play football. So once I started playing football, 2 years, I played 2 years of football, got a bowl ring at Long Beach City.
What?
And then I was like, me and one of my best friends, Lawrence, was playing pickup ball in the morning basketball class. Coach Anderson's basketball class. And then from there, he asked me to try out. And once I tried out, it was all she wrote. My second year at Long Beach City, I became like All-American, top 37 in the country. Like, it was crazy, like out of nowhere. But I wasn't skilled. It was more of me being aggressive, rebounding, athletic, just that. I wasn't shooting the threes and crossing over, none of that. It was rebound, get it to my man, finish the layups, little mid-range shot, stuff like that. So me, it was more of hard work. Yeah. I knew people were more skilled than me that's been in the AAU circuit and all that. Yeah. But I outwork them. So they say hard work beats talent all day. Hello. And I beat so much talent. Period. And I was just coachable. My character was good. And that's where I feel like a lot of young people lack, why they don't make it overseas. You might think you're too good to dive on the floor. I've met so many players that say, I ain't diving on the floor. What? So many players. And it's like, do you really want this? I meet so many young guys now. Hey, how I get overseas? It's not easy. I worked hard to get overseas. I put time, blood, sweat, and tears in this. And a lot of young players nowadays, they just be so depressed that they're not getting, but you're not working on your craft. You're not working on your character, your attitude. That's a lot. Yes. People just, I'm good, so I should be there. Oh, he's sorry. He's sorry. Yeah, people probably call me sorry. But I know you wasn't going to outwork me, though. Period. It might look nasty, but I'm getting the bucket, and I'm running the floor, and I'm a teammate. I'm a great teammate, and I'm coachable. A lot of players are not coachable because you've been skilled and you've been brought up through the circuit of AAU ball, and they crush their future by not being coachable.
Yeah.
Because you will always still have a good career if you're coachable and you're a hard worker.
Yeah.
You, no matter what, you'll make it overseas if you're a good basketball player, hard worker, and coachable. But just because you're skilled,
that don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing. Because I'll work you. Yeah, you got the crossover, step back, and then stop. Nah, I'm over here diving on the floor. You feel me? Talking. Coach, what you need me? Where you need me at? I'm all that. I'm not. Oh, he took me out. I can't. I'm a better shooter. And no, I waited my turn. So yeah, I think it really affects people when you don't put the time, work, surround yourself by people, and do work when nobody's paying attention. Even right now, I'm 37, and I'm working out every day. Don't nobody tell me to get in the gym. This is a lifestyle. You feel me? And I've always been like that. I've been playing sports since 6, so this is a lifestyle. Even when I'm done playing basketball, I might be doing golfing. I'm gonna always be a competitor. You feel me? So this is a lifestyle for me.
I love that. See, that hard work is really important. And I think that is a missing component, because I talk to like even younger kids who play in sports, including some of my cousins. And I'll be like, come on, y'all have the natural talent. But they're not willing to put the work in. And I think that you can see that even through like high school sports, like, because I'm from Poly High School, and our team, I mean, we number one.
Elite.
Period. So, but I see there's a difference between like the generation when I was in high school and the ones before. Like, it's way different. They're really
like kids
spoiled.
Now spoiled, even like if you go to college now, spoiled as far as like they can enter the portal. They can transfer now. Back in the day, coaches wasn't letting you transfer. Like you'll have to sit out a year before you transfer. Now you get money. Now you hurt a pinky. Oh, I'm out. Put me. And they sitting out for that. When we was, if you see, what was it in the NBA? The dude had a neck brace on in the game.
What?
Like, yeah, he had a neck brace on playing the game. You know, even in the NFL, dudes had all type of bandages on playing still. Now it's like, oh, I twist my ankle a little bit. I'm out for 2 weeks. We out there on the court, fat ankle, still playing. We trying to win, you know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's different. Basketball and football. Everything then got a little bit softer and catering to the players. Oh, don't worry about it. Come on, don't worry about it. You know, it's that now.
I'm sure you had some injuries like along the way, but what are some disappointments that you personally had that you overcame?
Let's say I disappointed. I got hurt my second year in Argentina. That kind of set me back, where I probably would have ended up going top league, where I would have been making big money. And that was my second year, and I was dominating. And I was dominating. But I end up the first game after killing in the preseason, getting MVPs of the tournaments and all whatnot. First game of the season, I got a partial torn meniscus. Usually dudes get sent home from that. In Argentina, I don't speak Spanish, but I tried. I asked questions and all that. So they love me. They love my character.
Absolutely.
So they kept me. Dudes get sent home for a twisted ankle.
Yeah.
They kept me for 8 weeks on full pay.
Whoa.
You feel me? And all they did was bring in another import. So they paying me on top of paying him.
Wow.
You feel me? So
while you healed up.
While I'm healed up, 8 weeks.
Jeez.
And it goes to show you character, where the player that they brought in was my boy. You know, he was, I'm not practicing, whatever. Like, I don't feel like practicing. His character was different than mine. So they couldn't wait. Once it hit like week 6, they're like, all right, because they said 7 weeks, but it took me like 8 weeks to get all the way back. About week 7, when I came into practice, week 6, my boy, he kind of got me, because I still was like tender a little bit my first week back. Week 7, boom, up. I'm back at him. You feel me? But that year slowed me down from reaching top league. And I overcame that, and still had a successful career. Won plenty of championships and took teams. You know, I never imagined me going overseas.
Wow.
I never imagined it. I didn't think about no overseas. I'm from the hood, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, even my first time getting on a flight was because of my talent.
Yeah.
My first flight was to go on my college visits. So, yeah, I worked hard for this.
That's crazy. And like just seeing your career and all that you have done, and then also being like a strong backbone in your family too. And how has your family life impacted you too? And I know you are the second oldest, I believe.
Living, yep.
Yeah.
Living.
So you are pretty much like one of the men of the house.
Absolutely,
and
the man of the house.
Yeah, taking care of your family. So how is that emotionally, mentally, is something that you dealt with?
I mean, you had to grow up fast. Like, first of all, I lost siblings at a young age. You know, my older sister, Erica, passed.
Yeah.
So it was Ty, Erica, then me.
Yeah.
So I think me and Erica would have been tight. You feel me? Super close. And then my brother Trenton, lost him as well at an early age. Lost Erica at 7, lost Trenton at 4. And then it's DW. And then the last 3. So they were all together by my mom last kid's father or whatever. So them last 3, we lost my sister, my youngest sister.
Yeah.
So by gunfire, you know, tragically in 2017.
Yeah.
So my mom lost 3 kids. You know, I lost 3 siblings. Me being strong comes from my mom being strong. My mom losing 2 kids. I'm like, how my mom is that strong? These my sister's brothers, but these her kids, you know? So even like visually, I don't think parents really realize. I remember that everything. Like my mom pumping my little brother with my dad chest on a toilet with a plunger even. Like I remember that. I'm just standing in the hallway. And I don't think even like parents in the urban community back then especially realized the trauma. Like, hey, you never checked on me. Like what was going on? This is what we, you know, and I have to live with that.
Yeah.
Coming all the way up. Like not really understanding death at that time like that, but losing my sister first, losing my brother, then losing my youngest uncle, was my dad's uncle. So my dad was going through it as well. You know, like, so just dealing with that through all the years is like, dang, it made me stronger. So it's just more angels that I always be like, dang, my sister and my brother, my family got me out of this. They're watching over me.
Absolutely.
So that's what helped me go through life as well.
Yeah, because that's a lot to take on, and I know just emotionally that can be just a lot. That can be tormenting.
Right.
And you were still able to continue to move forward and help your family out and help your mom. Like, shout out to your mom.
Yep, shout out to Lisa Green. I love you, baby.
Man.
Yep.
And just seeing her, and I used to always see her, like, because our family is pretty close, so I used to always see her when I was growing up. And I'd be like, man, like, how's she doing it?
It was always like, make my mama proud.
Yeah.
You know, never treat her like, you know, like, be a disrespectful ass kid or something like that. And I always want to be like, what can I do to make my mama proud? You know, us young black men coming from a single household, we got to take care of moms.
Yeah.
So we had to grow up. I'm helping raise my little sisters and brothers. Had to whoop them a couple times. Didn't want to. I'm like, just be quiet. Like, please, I don't want to whoop you type shit. You know, like, you know. But some of them, like, even my sister Shauna, she was so bad, man. I had to whoop her sometimes. I never whooped DW. But, yeah, like, you know, just had to put them in place as a big bro. I never want to whoop them. Even like my daughter to this day, my little princess.
I love that.
You know, I never whoop her. I just, you know, it's more of the presence. What I tell you. Okay. All right. Like, that's it. All right, baby. Daddy love you. Come here. All right. You good. You feel me?
Having that responsibility young, like, especially for young black men when you growing up in a home that the father's not there, that is a lot.
It's big time.
Yeah.
It takes a lot.
It does.
So, and I'm not saying you can co-parent very well.
Absolutely.
But you got to be hands-on co-parenting. Not, he got him or her for 3 months, or, you know, he got her for the school year and then I got him for the summer. Like, no, it's too spread out. Like, you need to be there. Oh, I got her this week or every other day, or make sure you drop her off. I pick her up. Like, on my daughter, I always was like, I see my mom just take us to school every day with no help. So I make it priority to take my daughter to school down there every day.
Wow.
Her mom pick her up or her granny pick her up, but I'm taking my daughter to school, either or. You feel me? Like, I don't, ain't gonna be like, I take my daughter to school. Nope. Nope. I was here every step of the way. Yep. I take her, you pick her up. It's like, yeah.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And like you, because you're friends with my brother. Like,
absolutely.
Shout out to Robert
my best
and
friend.
Romeo.
Yep.
And I noticed like all y'all friend group, like all the ones who have kids are very present in their kids' lives. They're young men. They all
You can't hang out with us. You don't take care of your kids.
Period.
I don't see you with your kids. What you doing with me?
Hello.
Get up out of here.
And they take care of their kids. It's like beautiful to watch. And I be watching my brother, and he just so happy with his kids. Yep. I was like, that is so beautiful.
And I feel like we all kind of like feed off each other, whoever had kids first. And, you know, some of us, for sure, my dad not being there is making me, for sure, like, what? Yeah. My daughter ain't going to go a day without me. My daughter, But let's not get it twisted. My dad was a good dad.
Yeah.
I didn't realize what he went through while he wasn't there. Yeah. Most parents lose it after one kid. My dad lost 2 kids.
Yeah.
You feel me? And he just like blanked out, went to drugs more. And I can't really knock him.
Yeah.
You know, it's like my mom's stuck in there, but my mom is stronger than my dad mentally.
Yeah.
You know, so who knows my dad just what he suffered through mentally, and he just went to the drugs and got addicted. But when he was like, he was a binge addict.
Yeah.
And when he was on his feet and fresh out of jail or something, it was good, Dad. Come on, I love my sons. Let's go. Like, and the only time he came to see me play basketball was one time, and that was in college. So I didn't see him from since I was like 10 or 13 until like I was 19.
Yeah.
And that was the first time he seen me like play ball. So he never came to no Pop Warner games and no high school game. Just college one time. Before he passed. My dad passed like fentanyl overdose in 2020.
And it's really interesting to hear that because like even in my experience, you know, I learned to have a level of understanding when, like you said, you understand, like you went through a lot. Absolutely. And some people are a little more stronger than others. And even in my situation with my father, I started to understand who he was as a person. And he didn't have certain elements to him that was equipped to help him handle certain things in life. And I can understand that now as I'm older. I'm like, okay, I get him. Because I go through things as an adult, and we like, man, we can break down any minute.
But we don't realize that as a kid, we just have resentment.
Dude,
like,
why you?
And that's the one thing, ladies out there. No matter if our dad's not there.
Yeah.
I loved my dad.
Absolutely.
No matter if he didn't come pick me up, I might have been mad as a kid. But anytime I saw him, I loved you.
Yeah.
I loved being around you.
Yeah.
So even though your kid's dad might not be around, let him be the judge of his dad. Because even if you say your dad not this, your dad not that, he still got love in his heart and want his dad there.
Yeah.
So let him have that bond whenever it comes. You know, let him deal with it. Don't your dad he don't want you, he don't love you. Don't tell your son that.
Yeah.
Because no matter what you say, he love his dad. He want his dad there. You feel me? I'll always love my dad. I might have been mad a little bit, but anytime he popped up, I'm like, yeah, I'm with my dad.
That's a
fact.
You
feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, shout out to your mom for allowing it to be so. And shout out to my mom, too, for allowing that. Like, we had a great relationship with my dad. I still can call him up to this day. We have crazy conversations. He be saying the most outlandish stuff.
My mom never really spoke bad about my dad.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a beautiful
my mom
thing.
never really spoke bad about my dad at all. And I, you know, and she probably could have said a couple things.
Yeah.
But she never really was like, your dad don't love you, your dad want to be a crackhead, or your dad want to stay in the street. She never did
But
none
that's
of that.
a mature woman.
Right. She never did none of that.
Like the generation now, because we're going to get into some relationship stuff.
The spitefulness and bitterness.
Yeah, it becomes, and it's almost weaponized.
Yep,
and then
absolutely.
you throwing that on your kids, and then now they build up this distrust.
My dad didn't come
anger.
get me.
Yeah. And it's like, it's because of what you told me,
Right.
what you showed me.
Right.
And now I have this idea of who he is. Now, there is some men who just not present in their kids' life.
Absolutely.
And that's true.
Right.
But then the ones who are trying.
That's making an effort.
We have to, women, we have to do a better job in allowing them to be present in their kids' life, because that presence really makes a difference.
Well,
we need that male energy in our life. It's a balance.
It'd be men that want to be a part of their life and that are good fathers.
Yeah.
And women are still, since they know the only thing to really hurt a man is in his pockets or his kids. So they'll go, I'm filing child support. Why? I take care of my kids. I'm here. Whatever they need. I told you, tell me. Nope, I'm filing child support. Because a man moved on and have another family, nope, I'm going to be spiteful. Now you can't see your kids. Now, and they know most hood dudes, if it's a hood dude, he don't really want to go to court. So now he's just not seeing his kids, and now he going through a mental breakdown like, she ain't letting me see my kids. No, bro, go to court. Go get your kids. Go fight for your kids. Forget that pride. Oh, I don't really want to like the court system. No, that's for your kids. So you can show your kids I fought for you. No matter what, I put all my pride to the side. I'm coming to get my kids. We're going to split the custody, whatever, breakdown, whatever it is, and I need my kids, period.
Yeah, we're going to go into this relationship because me and you be going back and forth in the DMs. He sent me posts, I sent him posts, and we have conversations. And one of the posts that really sparked our conversation initially is when I believe her name is Ebony. Is her last name Williams?
K. Williams. Yeah.
Yes, and she made a comment, and Ayana Van Zant asked her, would you date a bus driver? And then it went on this whole social media rant. Everybody was talking about it.
Because a lot of women feel like that.
Yeah, and
because
we started
you make some
chatting. Money. Exactly, and we started chatting about it. And what's your take on that first, about that comment and the state of relationships?
I think she shouldn't have put that comment out there like that, of course, if she didn't mean it, because people were going to take it and spin it anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
You feel me? Like, she probably meant no harm by it. But I'm a bus driver, so I'm taking offense to that. Or I'm a regular worker, so I'm going to take offense to that. There's way more, local jobs, or people that work local jobs than anything.
Nope.
You feel me? Bus drivers, trash truck, whatever, McDonald's, Pop-Up, whatever. So when you speak on that, you basically speaking on everybody. You feel me? So for you to kind of shit on you got to own it. That doesn't make me a good man.
Say it again.
You feel me? That doesn't make me a good man. My morals, my principles, everything line up. I'm a hard worker. I get to the money just because I don't own a bus. I make $70,000, $80,000 a year. You feel me? I'm still above average, and I might be a bus driver, but I'm an entrepreneur too.
That's a fact.
So I got other ventures. So just by you saying, "Oh, he a bus driver," this is not all I do. Oh, he do security. This is not all I do.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Hello.
Stop judging a book by its cover. You never know. A lot of people don't even know. Oh, he just works security. Security guards make bank when they doing it right. You doing bodyguard and all that. You making 6 figures.
Yes, they do. Yes,
people think, oh, that's just security.
That's true.
Make bank, but you don't know. A lot of people, what they don't know, they just blurt some stuff out. Yeah. But definitely you shouldn't shit on somebody because you think you make some money.
Yeah.
You're still the same person, not saying her, but I'm just saying because as a woman, you feel like you make money, you deserve a certain type of caliber man. You feel me? So certain men might be like, just because you're making that same kind of better money, you think you're going to get me? Nah, I still don't want you. I don't care about your money. Because as far as men, we that makes good money, we don't care about a woman's money.
Listen, now that ain't no lie, because I had a man tell me that. He was like, I don't care how much money you make. Right. He was like, that doesn't even matter to me.
Because realistically, the only way women are going to spend money on you if you really their man,
period,
or their husband, whatever. But as far as dating or going on first dates or shit, I look good too. I need you to fly me out.
Hello.
You feel me?
Getting flued out.
We're the ladies. I need you to fly me out. That's what men when they know they work. That's how men look at it. Hey fellas, you need to get flown out too. You feel me? You look good. Most of the time, you doing most of the work in the bedroom.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Most of the time, fellas. You need to get flown out. You feel me? Real talk.
That's. Gotta start with
I'm just saying, fellas. Know your worth too. At the same time, women. He gotta fly me out. He gotta buy me this. We're the ladies looking out for the men. You feel me as well? Not saying he won't reciprocate it, but why not? Since I'm a boss and I get this, but you sitting there clutching your purse when the bill comes. You sitting there you booked the flights? No, you booked the flights. I'm just saying what men go through. It's tough out here. We gotta work hard, especially single. Being single as a man, it's expensive.
I believe it.
It's expensive. It depends on. when you get smart at it, you be like, hey, I don't know you. I'm not spending money on all these women. So hey, meet me at the beach. We go to Barnes and Noble, read a book. We go see the scenery, to get to know you. So that's a free game, young fellas. Like, go to the beach. You feel me? Go for walks. Go to a little bar. Stop going to these. You feel
Wait a minute.
Cooking. No, because they might not want to come to the house.
Well, they ain't got to come to my house.
No, they might not want to go to the dude house either.
Oh, that's true.
So, let's go for this walk.
But they have cooking classes, though. They have some free ones.
That's too much.
No, they have free cooking classes, too.
I don't know if I'm going to like you like that.
Hey, listen, they have free classes that y'all can look online and take your little boo, and you can have some experiences. I always tell people experiences can go a long way.
And I feel like going on expensive dates with people you don't know, you might not even like them. You feel me? You might went out and spent $500,000, whatever. And
$5,000?
No, 300. I'm saying $300 to $1,000. You know how wine ranges up when you go to the high-end restaurants. The wine more than the food.
That's a fact.
So women be like, yeah, let's go to Ruth Chris. The wine coming up to $350. The food was $67 together.
That's a fact.
You feel me? So, yeah, going to these high-end restaurants, I got to know if I really like you. I'm spending this money on you, and I really don't like your attitude. So I didn't spend $300 on somebody where it ain't go nowhere.
I can actually agree with that. I ain't going to fight you on that one.
And some people spend a lot more. But it shouldn't be about money. And that's where I feel like a lot of relationships coming to nowadays. It should never be about money. If you really want organic love, it should never come to finances. Of course, you want somebody well off and stable, so you know that. But as a woman, you should never bring up your money to a man. But I say this, whether a woman is wealthy, she cares about a man's money. Whether a woman don't have the money, she cares about a man's money. Not saying she needs it, but I feel like women, what I hear and see, you always want to have a man that you could fall back on and he could take care of everything. And a woman be like, well, I got money. Just in case you fall back, I can help you out. But I feel like when it comes down to it, I feel like most women, if a man fall down on his own, if it's not your wife, she gonna leave you because she like, I'm tired of being the man in a relationship.
I've heard that.
I'm tired of being. She gonna run. I'm tired of being the man in a relationship. But I thought you was gonna hold me down when it got tough. But you expect a man to hold you down no matter what you go through.
I like how you said that too. I agree. Like, if you married, is a different vibe because, like I brought up before, when my grandfather was sick and he got cancer, he worked his whole life, took care of the family. He took his check, brought it home. She managed the finances, took care of the kids. He had no worries, and he trusted her 100%, but they were married. I'm not putting that same energy into somebody I'm not married to. So, like, that's a change in dynamics, too. And there's a generational change, too. Because people are talking about women being traditional women, and I want a traditional woman. You can't have traditional completely unless she just fully be like, I'm going to sit home, take kids, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom, and that's it. And that's a small percentage now that the cost of living is so expensive in the world, not just in America, in the world.
What about this? Sorry to cut you off. I feel like back in the day, women were stay-at-home moms by default.
To a certain extent.
Way back in the day or whatever, because there wasn't jobs for women like that.
And we couldn't work.
So by default, you were stay-at-home moms.
Absolutely.
So when it comes down now, you're working. You want to work. So, and it's not 50-50, it's 100-100 when you come into a relationship. Now. You feel me? I got you. I might be down this year, you up this year. You feel me? It shouldn't, he got to take 100% of the bills. What do you mean? You should want to help your man out. Nowadays, it's tough. It's hard, especially in L.A., especially in the South.
L.A. is tough.
In the South, it's the same thing because they make less for the most part.
That's true.
You feel me? So I feel like it's balanced out. Yes, you should want to help each other out. I need a man this. You want to date the dudes. And this, sorry, ladies. You want to date the dudes that got the money. But far as women, what comes with a dude that got money?
It can be a lot of things depending on his character.
But for money. I mean, women. You think you the only one that like him? Exactly. But you go for that dude. You'll pass on that bus driver for the dude that got the nice, Benz or Range Rover, whatever, or Bentley.
Yeah.
Because he living a regular life.
Well, listen, not all women are monolithic, and we're not all the same. Right. So just putting that out there. Our men are not all the same.
Facts.
So when it comes to relationships, I always say we all make our own rules. What happens in our relationships? Because the way you may function in a relationship, I may not agree with that, and that may not work for my relationship. But when it comes to like infidelity and a man stepping out, I've seen a trend that it's like, if I don't know about it, then I'm not saying it's okay, but it's kind of like implied.
It's not a trend because it comes from the old school, right?
Right.
As long as you take care of home and don't make me look stupid or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's good. And she not about to take my spot because I know she want my spot. So women back in the day is like, yo, I know she want my spot. She ain't getting it. I got the 5-bedroom house, the nice car, and all this. She ain't getting this.
Right.
And that's what they stood on. But that's because they wasn't making money like women now. Women like, shit, I got my own. I'm up out of here. You cheat on me, it's over with. So I think it's more about agreements nowadays anyway.
Yeah.
What you agree to. What you like. Hey, I'm open to this. Whether you want to have multiple partners in bed, whether you want to be in a polygamous relationship, whatever you want to do. It's more about agreements. You want to have an open relationship. You want to say, you just got to talk,
Yeah, and polygamy has become like a really big topic of discussion over the last couple of years. Like, it always was there. I mean, since like the ancient times, that's always been sort of a practice in certain cultures. But I've seen like a lot of black men having these open conversations about having multiple partners, especially if they do have money. I mean, just being realistic. So like, with that being said, like when it comes to like having multiple partners and having those agreements, like there's a percentage of women who will accept that and some women who don't.
Right.
Like, and what have you seen with those trends like amongst like black men?
I feel like when you think about it, it's way more women than men.
It is.
On Earth. I'm sorry, everybody is not going to be in a long-term relationship for the rest of their life. Like, men, we can find a decent woman and settle down. We got money. We got great personality, leadership. We can find a decent woman and be with her. We'd be like, I just broke up with my wife after 15 years. Let me see. I'm 58. I got money. Let me go get me a 45-year-old woman, and I'm good. I can live the rest of my life. But everybody won't get what you want.
Yeah.
So like, even like more men stuck in their ways can get a woman, a decent woman, than I feel like a woman stuck in her ways after being hurt several times or whatever. I feel like we kind of grow from like past relationships where it's like, all right, I got to be more vocal for the next woman. She going to know what I want.
Yeah.
When it comes to like, I seen women where it's like, and dated women where it's like, they got hurt in the past. Now you go into your next relationship. I'm not tolerating this. I'm not tolerating that. I'm not tolerating it. And you're like, hold on. I'm not, what? I'm all right. Well, good luck with the next dude. Because I ain't got no time because you hurting from the other dude. Let's go into, I say, I don't feel like when you're hit a certain age and you're stuck in their ways, and you had your first love, your first partner that you really loved, and y'all grew together and whatever. It's been 10 years, you really love that person. When you get with the next person, say you broke up with him at 27. You get with your next dude at 30, 32. Yeah. Now y'all building. It's been 2 years, 5 years. You don't belong to that man if you're not changing your ways. It's going to take like at least 10 years because
Explain
now
more what that means.
Like, I don't feel like because you're trained by him. You're not trained like a dog, but training whatever. Training, you're learning from him. He taught you how to his likes, his dislikes. So like, far as me, when you don't like something I do, or you arguing with me about certain stuff, it's like, dang, you're not even trying to like mold into the woman I want you to be for me. You're still his. So everything that mentally that you learn from him, like that's still bred in you. Mm-hmm. So it's going to take years to make you into the woman for me.
Okay.
So you're not my woman, like, completely. Like, we go together.
Yeah.
But you're not my woman.
Okay, this is how this is landing for me. For me, what you're saying is she's not completely healed from him. And then to go deeper than that, we go into soul ties.
Yeah, because I feel like most of the time, women break up from the man.
Yeah, yeah.
Divorce from the man, women leave.
Yeah.
So by that first person who she really loved, or second person, whoever she really loved before she got into her 30s and dated, right?
Yeah.
She really loved that man.
Yeah.
She wished he did right. Mm-hmm. But he didn't. So she just got fed up and left. Mm-hmm. But deep down inside, she wished that would have worked. You feel me? So when she move on, not saying all women don't move on and mold into, but you have to mold into the man, because all women be like, I ain't met a woman yet that didn't say I ain't a good woman. All women say they're good woman. Why? The basics, I cook, clean, and I support them.
Psst, you, come here. Yes, you. Have you been struggling to stay consistent with your content? We've all been there. You told yourself you was gonna post about a year ago, but you have yet to post today. But don't worry, I got you covered. Introducing the Ultimate Content Calendar Blueprint. It is a guide that will show you how to stay consistent with your content for the next 30 days and beyond. It's filled with tips, tools, and ideas to help you take your content to the next level. And guess what? It's completely free. So don't wait, because it's gonna go out fast. So make sure you download the Content Calendar Blueprint today.
Like, nah, you got to really ask your man what you want, what you expect from me. Mm-hmm. How can I be the best woman for you? How can I be a good woman for you?
Mm-hmm. And vice versa.
You feel me? Vice versa.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you want your man to be held up like a king, come in like a queen. Why it always got to be, what about me? Why it can't be like, what do you need? Mm-hmm. I'm going to come second after you. Like, whatever, I'm going to take care of you. Yeah. Like, it's rare. Like, women always say, I'm different. You different when you come in and say, I'm all about you, baby. Mm-hmm. I know you're going to take care of me. What you want. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, that's rare.
That's a level of commitment that you got to have a man that is going to be a leader in the relationship, like to lead you properly. Yeah. A man that you can fully trust to do that. But a lot of times with a lot of men, they don't come with those components already. And it's really hard for a woman to commit in that way. And that's a level of vulnerability that we don't want to step into, because especially if you already been hurt already. Right. So if I've been hurt before and I went through my healing journey, but there's triggers too. Right. So you can say or do something that can trigger me, and I'll be like, ooh, okay, this is familiar. Because I've experienced that myself. I've been there before. And you're like, wait a minute. Okay, well, I'm not going to put up with that. Let me move on to somebody else. Right. Or you know what I'm saying? That's just a normal way of just growth as a person and being cautious with your heart. So when it comes to that situation, I'm like, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a different perspective on that. But also just dating and trying to figure out what you like and how you can grow as a person with your partner. Yeah. And I always say I want a purpose partner. Right. Like, I want someone that we share, like, okay, what we want to do, how we going to build this, and how we going to get there. Right. Because this is, for me, is a long game. This is like building a future together.
So I look at it too, right? Mm-hmm. If I was to have a woman from the age of 19, she would know nothing but me. We 37 now. Yeah. She don't know nothing but me. Yeah. She's molded into everything I need. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So when you think about when women see their man that's 35 go back and date younger women or even older. Yeah, yeah. Go back Marcus Houston with his younger woman or whatever. You see that, you see that, I'm saying if he would have met her at 22. Not saying any younger. I'm saying any man that met a woman, he's going younger so he can mold that woman into the woman he like or, would love. That's it. Like, women be going, oh, you want a young dump? Nah, it's because she haven't been through, only thing she know is him. So if I'm dating my 19-year-old girlfriend from 19 to 35, all we know is each other. So she know what I like, what I don't like, what food I love. She know every single thing down to the T.
Yeah, but is that molding or is that some sort of manipulation too with some men? No. Because you got to think about this. and I'm not trying to get in a dark space, but a lot of older men who prey on younger women, there's a difference between preying on women.
Right.
Because they do that, and then they get a younger girl, and they could be underage sometimes. Right. That can happen, and they can take them and do whatever they want. Like, I think
manipulation doesn't have an age. You get manipulated at 45.
Absolutely.
So that I don't think.
But what I'm saying is, when it comes to like when you say mold, and you say with a younger woman, is that really being molded, or is that some sort of could it be manipulation too?
No, this is a smart, educated young woman.
Really? But she hasn't experienced life yet either.
Why not? She's in college. What do you mean?
No, what I'm saying is if she hasn't experienced life is a sort of, she's not even at the mental capacity sometimes.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Wait, no.
Watch this.
Wait. But if I know women we're a little faster than men in a lot of different ways, intellectually too. But what I'm saying is when it comes to a younger woman who is learning, she's learning who she is. She hasn't fully found out who she is as a person yet.
Okay.
And you are coming in and trying to shape and mold her into what you want her to be, but she hasn't come into the realization of who she is yet, hasn't fully fallen in love with who she is when she looks in the mirror. Because that comes with evolution. We continue to evolve through our lives. But there's a difference between someone coming in a positive light to add value to me. Like, I can have an older man come in my life and he can teach me something. Right. He can be super dope. Right. But then it's a difference if someone has malicious.
No, we're not talking about that, though.
Well, what you talking about?
We're not talking about no malicious. We're just saying dating a
woman.
But
I mean, well, you mentioned Marcus Houston, and that has been
I'm just saying the age-wise. I'm saying I know why he did it. He's not doing it. I'm not sure what on no pedophile shit. If he dated her at 16, 17. I'm talking about the adult girl. I ain't know nothing about that until this year. But I'm far as men dating younger women. Yeah. So you telling me I should wait till after she date these dudes that she fall in love with?
No, I'm not talking about that.
Then what are we doing? Why do I got to let her go through life?
I'm not talking about going through life as in dating people. I'm talking about her as a person.
Yeah, but she will end up dating
herself. Well, that doesn't mean you have to be sleeping with everybody either because you're dating too. You could just be talking to people.
But her, you know how it go. If she end up probably sleeping with somebody, she it's gonna be her dude. So whether he hurt her, now I got to get the hurt one again. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get her before she go through that. What do you mean?
That's crazy.
I'm trying to get her before she go through the hurt.
Okay.
Well, why I gotta wait? Oh, she don't know herself, so I gotta wait till after she dates somebody.
What about women? We gotta deal with men who gotta go through their whole phase before you want to settle down.
It's different.
No, it ain't different, bro.
Why not?
It ain't different.
Why not?
Why you gotta go through a whole phase? Like, why do men have to have multiple women, but then you want the woman who hasn't had baggage or maybe who hasn't been touched yet in that way? You want a pure woman, but you out and got dirty.
Can we say we hold y'all to a higher standard?
I know.
So then what you complaining about?
I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying.
We hold you to a higher standard.
It don't make no sense, bro.
We held you to a higher standard.
Well, what if I want a man who hasn't shared himself with everybody?
That's what you should get.
Okay, where he at?
Exactly. Ain't too many men walking around talking about I'm celibate. It's not that. Niggas don't do that. That's a woman thing.
Why you like this?
I'm just saying, like, I love y'all ladies. You feel me? Men,
I understand.
we only be trying to like it'll be 25 men. We'll basically tell women what we want.
Yeah.
And women will be like, oh, is that right? Oh, but anyway. No, lady, we told you what we want from y'all. Okay. And you'll just be like, oh, hell nah. And then wonder why you saying dudes tripping. Nah, we told you what we want from you.
I do agree that, look, we choose who we want to be with. And I really appreciate honesty, and that really gives you the opportunity to choose if I'm going to mess with this person or not.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of people just don't have those open and honest conversations when they're going into relationships.
Absolutely.
We need to know from the get-go, what is your expectations? What do you tolerate? And it don't have to be a long list of things. Just being transparent. And I've done that in relationships where I'm very transparent with the guy, and it may not work out, but I come in very open.
Yep, absolutely.
And like, okay, this is my expectations. I'm this age. I don't have no kids now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And to be open and honest, what we like and what we don't like. And even if you prefer to date multiple women, have that be a conversation at the beginning so she can make the decision.
So I think
if
that
she want to do it or not.
Absolutely, I agree. I think honesty is upfront. So if you meet a dude, you gotta just stick around them. It takes time. Stop rushing into stuff. People change. If you rushing into stuff, you be like, oh, I didn't see this a year ago. Yeah, this is your second year with me. Now this shit opening up. Like, take time, be somebody's friend. Cause I told people, like, you want to build a friendship with your partner. Like, you don't want to have to be like, oh, I'm going out with the homies all the time. I want you to be a part of whatever. Hey, babe, like, let's do this. Hey, babe, we going over here chill with the homies. Oh, she right. Hey, we looking at this ass together. Damn, she got the fat ass. Damn, that's crazy. Like, that will be joy for a man. Not every man, but a lot of men would love to be like, hey, she got a fat ass. Oh, you sending him ass pictures on Instagram. You know your man. So when you're dating somebody, when you know him to the T, I know my man, look, she got a fat ass, huh, babe? Yeah, y'all laughing together. She do. That's crazy. Like, whatever. Whether you having threesomes together, whether you not, whether y'all just together, you got to find your happiness.
I agree with that.
But honest people, you got to find somebody that's honest. And you got to nitpick. Dudes lie, for sure. Women do too, but dudes definitely lying to get what they want. Oh, yeah, I'm looking for something serious. Just to, get in the draws. So you gotta, but I tell women, only approach dudes if you see yourself sleeping with them. Why are you dealing with all these dudes? Oh, he ain't worth nothing. Deal with dudes, and if you see yourself sleeping with them, if they do right by you, then you're going to give them some. Yeah. But other than that, if you can't see yourself sleeping with them, why are you wasting your time? Like, you be like, if he do it right, I'll give him some. But if he not doing right, I'm out and I'm on to the next.
Yeah. And I would say, too, like, back to your point, I really do agree that we make our own rules. We make our own rules in our relationships. If we want to have threesomes, we going to have threesomes.
Ain't no right and wrong in a relationship. It really is. Ain't no right and wrong.
I agree with that 100%.
And people are quick to judge other people's relationships.
And that's what I'm saying.
Oh, she's stupid for sticking with you. She insecure. Why we can't? She happier than ever she's ever been in her life.
Look, y'all don't know. Like, I got some friends who told me some stories, y'all. I've had friends who've been married for over 20 years who had multiple girlfriends. I've had people, like, in relationship where it's purely monogamous. I've had friends who are polyamorous who tell me about it. I listen to everything they say.
If it's not for you, it's just not for you.
Oh, okay, but what works for them may not work for me.
Ain't no right and wrong. Ain't no right and wrong. It's like even like when it comes down to couples, like, your sex might get boring. You might need to spice it up sometime. Not saying you got to sleep with other people, but you might have to go get toys. You might have to do it in public or whatever you need to spice something up, but don't judge other people's relationships. Oh, she a weak woman because she let him deal with other women. Why? She happier than ever. Yeah. And a lot of women don't realize you probably better off being a side woman than a main woman.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Yeah, side note. Like, every woman ain't number one. I'm sorry, ladies. Like, every woman ain't gonna be number one.
Well, what would make a woman number one to you?
I mean, you had my kid. She had my kid, so she number one right now.
Okay, period.
You feel me?
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's so many rules out here that people be creating, and what is right and what's not. And I think Kevin Samuels, he put, like, so much, like, information out there about what his perspective is, and then all these men are jumping on that and talk about high value men and high value women, and that becoming a term now that's been used across social media. And what exactly does that mean, for one? And then two, when it comes to high value men, like, what is the standard? What is a high value man, and what is the standard of a man being a high value man? I
feel like a responsible man, a man that makes high six figures or 6 figures plus, a leader, a real leader, people that has great character, people look up to him, just hold down, great father as well. And I feel like somebody that knows his value, like, I don't need to approach certain women. Yeah. You feel me? Like, yeah, you're beautiful, but I know what I can get.
Period.
You feel me? I don't, he ain't say nothing to, because I know what I can get. You got a bunch of men approaching you. you might have to approach me because I know my value. And just like how you might feel as a woman, he'd be like, I know my worth too. What's wrong with a man knowing his worth? Like, I know my worth too. Like, why? Yeah, so women approach me. So as a high value man, we know we're at the top of the food chain. Yeah. Most women are, who that sexy dude right there? Who that tall? Who that dude with that Benz? Who that dude that got that good job? Whatever it is. You know, that intrigues you if you like a high value man or whatever you see a high value man as. It's other women that want him. And he knows that. I'm a really good dude. Like, you think you passing on me? No, it's so many other beautiful women that I know I can have because I know what I bring to the table for sure. Yeah. Like, really, really, because it's so many women out there ready to settle down with a high value man. So we really know, like, all right, cool. Even high value women can't get a good man knowing that's a good man like that. But for the most part, high value men, we read women, we know what's up, we know she's gonna be loyal. We already know her mom raised her good, or she come from a good background. For the most part, we know what's up. So I like you, we're gonna be together, and everything gonna work out. It becomes my end for the most part. But as far as women finding that same thing, like, oh yeah, I'm high value, so I'm gonna get me a good man. Nah, it's different. It's different because I feel like we control the dating scene. Like,
really?
I feel like we control it. When you carry yourself to a certain extent, real shit. Men control it because it's like most of the time you be like, hey, I really want to be with you. Really? Yes. You feel me? Yes. You feel me?
It's still really for me.
You feel me? Like, that's what it be for the most part. Oh, I really like him. He's cool. Mom, you like him? Yep. I really want to be with you. But high value women not even saying I really want to be with you. Every now and then they might say, but I need you to ask me to be your woman. So that's why I say we control it. Because even when we break up, it's nothing. I got another one right quick. It's nothing. Oh, you can't find a woman like me? What? I found one better. She was down the street. I just got it right now.
Not down the street.
I'm just saying, like, women love to say that type of stuff. Hey, he ain't gonna never find one like me. Right. I found one a little bit better. I'm sorry.
But high value don't always mean a good man either, y'all.
Absolutely. I agree.
So there's different types, and that brings us back to the bus driver, because the bus driver can be someone who's loving, someone who's caring, who can be the greatest father.
And won't get as much as attention.
Especially on a large scale.
Right.
Because when you think about high value, a man who's very successful, that comes with a lot of eyes, that comes with a lot of access to things. And then if he's traveling a lot too, and some women can be a bit insecure or questionable, but then that comes back to if I can trust you, if I can lead you, and what are the dynamics of our relationship.
Facts.
So that's a fact. I love this.
Yeah. I feel like you definitely got to make sure you date like people that see you for you and love you for you. Because I think a lot of people get tricked by social media. Oh, I want this.
Yeah.
My man should be like this.
Yes.
It's a movie, baby. They practice that for months.
Baby.
You feel me? They practice that for months.
I like that.
You can't have that. It's a fairy tale. When you think, oh yeah, look, that's so nice. I want my man to treat me just like that. They millionaires.
Hello.
Your man can't treat you like that.
Look, ladies, I let him talk this whole time, but I'm going to tell you, ladies, like, just from a woman to woman, get your life together first.
Right.
I think you need to love yourself first.
Believe in yourself.
And you believe in yourself and find someone that's compatible with you and to find what is your happiness. You got to look in the mirror first to be happy. And if you do want a career, go for that career. That's amazing. That doesn't mean love will never meet you.
Right.
Love can always meet you at different points in your life. And if you do have kids, love can still wait for you.
Absolutely.
And just find the right person that's for you. And, and look at who you would like to be with.
Oh, we about to go back up right now. I got something else real quick.
Look who you would like to be with. Here you go.
You got something else
right now. But also, you have to be that person for him as well. And if I want to be with someone who's extremely successful and has money, you can be a stay-at-home mom if you want, or you can be a woman who does have a thriving career, but find your balance and find your happiness in that.
Right. And I feel like don't settle. Don't sell yourself short. You feel me? Don't pass up on that good dude that really loves you as well, ladies. And then just to get that dude that has certain things, and then now you're trying to double back to that dude that really loves you. No, he really loves you. Staying there. I met and seen multiple women that said, "Yeah, I left my husband," and now they out in the field, they playing. They're like, "I should never left my husband. This is crazy out here." You know, not saying if it's for you, leave it. But for another point, just make sure you really focus on what you want. Make sure the dude tend to your needs. Make sure he accepts you and your kids if you have kids. You feel me? But all right, now I'm back into the gutter stuff.
Oh my God.
Look, so some ladies like, look, I even tell the homies like this. Y'all ain't gonna like, y'all gonna like me for this. So you tell me when it comes down to even like I seen my mom on welfare, right? When women are on welfare, not the hustlers on welfare, not the women that still do hair, still make good money or whatnot. Just you only getting government assistance. By you only getting government assistance, first of all, your man really can't even be in the house, correct?
Yeah.
So by you being on government assistance, you really think your man is going to be faithful to you for the most part? You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not really applying yourself. You feel me? Like, all you get is government assistance. You're not saying, you know what, forget this government assistance. I know some people really need it. My mom was on it, so I seen it.
Yeah.
Like, my mom had 8 kids in total. You feel me? So did she need it? Yeah, she needed it. Because she'd applied herself more? Absolutely. But you get so used to that government assistance and wonder why, this is cheating on me. Yeah, your food stamps and your money ran out. He got to go to another woman. When you think about it, you feel me?
You know what's crazy though?
I just thought about that the other day.
Both over here struggling, and that's crazy.
Like, you think your man is really gonna be faithful? You right? He's not faithful to me. You don't bring no value to him really. You had his kids.
He's doing something with his
right.
life too.
You got his kids. He might be a loser too. But I know what the homie said the other day. He said, I know a dude sleeping in his mama basement got 5 women ready to kill themselves over him.
What?
Real talk.
Ladies, come on, y'all.
Real talk. It's different because
y'all know.
maybe it might be just sexual, but maybe he might be a good talker or whatever it is.
Yeah, you finesse it.
He still got a good personality. So it's women out here that, I love him so much. The nigga sleeping on a basement floor. Asking for food stamps, asking for your government assistance, whatever it is.
My homeboy told me if a dude ain't got no bread, he don't have no business messing with no women. He need to focus on that.
I agree. But he still got to get his rocks off.
I mean, that's his business. Right. But ladies, now...
Know your personnel. Know your personnel.
Don't lower the bar.
Right.
Because that put a stain on you.
No.
You lowering your bar, sis.
Look.
No, man.
She on government assistance.
That. Well...
Exactly.
Listen, well, I'm not gonna look down on anybody.
No, I'm saying
assistance.
Maybe it's there. Emergency. I ate government cheese. I'm there. Like I've been there.
But listen, it may be emergency for some time. But I mean, we all.
All I'm saying, I was just saying that so you can understand. Like I know a lot of women on government assistance, like my mom was, my family members was, or still is to this day. You wonder why dudes don't stay or will end up cheating on you. You have to be an asset to certain men. You have to be an asset to certain men. You have to, whether you're on government assistance, you still got to assist him in whether it's paperwork, being, baby, you want me to blueprint, draw out, whatever he needs from you. Like far as like being mentally stimulating to him.
And I think proactive in your relationship.
Absolutely.
So, you know, we should be able to pour into each other. Like if you want to be a firefighter, I can go and get the information for you how to do it.
Just like that.
If she wants to be a nurse, you go get the information and we pour into each other so we can get out of this situation. So
unfortunately,
that's crazy.
some
just thinking about that.
But unfortunately, it's sad. Like even like I had a little sister that had a baby early, then dropped out of school. So they're not as educated on certain things. And you're on government assistance and thinking, and you fighting over dudes and stuff like that. Like, what you think? You don't got nothing going.
Yikes.
All you getting is government assistance.
Yeah.
You have nothing going on. So ladies, you want certain men to hold you to a higher standard and not do certain things? if you're on government assistance, you got to apply yourself a little more.
Yeah.
You feel me? You got to apply. You get government assistance, but you're a hustler on the side.
Yeah.
Like, I get government assistance, but I'm hustling over here. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I really get bread. I bring in like $5,000 a month on my side, little hustle. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, you just got to not just accept government assistance. When you could be making $2,500 a month, you only getting $1,000 a month. Mm-hmm. Like,
I hear you.
You know.
I hear you. And I want to get this in. Your music. Let's talk about your music.
Yeah.
EWill.
Long Beach EWill, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get into the R&B. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So we got to talk about what you got coming up in your music. What is your latest song out? How can people find your music? Well, all that.
Well, I go by the name Long Beach EWill. You can find my music everywhere. All streaming platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Wherever it is, it's right there for you. My latest song is called I Got You. Yeah. I got you, baby. Baby, wipe your tears. You ain't got to cry no more. I got your back when you walk through that door. No, you ain't alone, girl. I got you forever. When you hurt, I hurt. We suffer together. You ain't got to cry no more. Yeah.
Okay. I'm feeling the R&B vibes, y'all.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to say, too, is like, you've been singing for a long time. I remember when we were a little bit younger, used to be at Cal Rec, y'all. And he used to always just randomly be singing.
Yep.
Like, I used to be on a piano at that time because I was a music major. And then he just come busting in singing. And just to see your life transform in music. And I know your brother's in music as well. Like, how are you navigating through the music industry? And what is your next steps in music?
I love music. So I'm doing it really from the heart. Anything comes from it. I just know I have the ear for it. Beautiful. So I'm glad I have a fan base that really enjoys my music. Mm-hmm. So when I'm putting it out, I'm always listening like, all right, this sounds good. Yeah. Like, I really listen to music. I'm like, that's whatever. Uh-huh. And then I listen to certain songs. I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty good. People gonna like this. You feel me? So I always had an ear for it. Me finishing up overseas pretty much, like staying over there for months at a time because I'm more established here now and I love being with my daughter, my girl as well. Yeah. So it really helped me, like, you know, it's therapy. Yeah. So I got this new song that I made a song already called Pain for my sister that got shot and killed and my godmom that passed from cancer. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But I got another song that I'm doing. I love pain music. Yeah. So I said this song go with a new hook. I'm waiting on my brother DW or Savi Third to jump on it. It go this exclusive. It go. Hey. Niggas killed my homie on the gang. I ain't never felt this kind of pain. I even had to call his mama to explain. The way she cried out drove me insane. I stumbled upon, you feel me? Something like that. Like, yeah.
You're not only melodic, but you have a message in your music. Because I was looking at some of your songs too on YouTube, and I was like, man, like I can relate to it. And a lot of the stories that you are telling is something that I've either known the person or I've just watched it kind of happen in our community. And I'm just so happy that you like pouring into music and putting your pain into music and building a fan base.
It's something else too. I want to give a point of like to jump you know, things incarceration, like young teens. Yeah. Like how they just throw our life away. Like we commit crimes as a teenager and they give us life in prison, like there's no chance to rehabilitating this kid. You know, shout out to my bro Monster Yo, free Monster Yo, free Phil Jones. Monster Yo been in there since he was 16 years old, you know, for his crimes. No matter what the crime is, I feel like a young teen that's come from a broken home, that's most likely manipulated and led by older guys in the streets. Yeah. Should get a second chance at life. You know, like because they were manipulated by the streets. They had no father figure. They had no, like we're just lost out here without our dads in the home. Or even you coming from a home where you're getting abused by your parents. Yeah. You know, and you run to the streets for help, but then you getting manipulated by older people. You end up getting in trouble, committing crimes that now you are really resentful for. Yeah. And you showed growth while you've been in jail. Monster Yo been in jail for 28 years, since 16 years old. He don't know nothing else but jail. Yeah. You know, and for sure, he's rehabilitated himself.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't come in, and when you get in jail, they not programmed, here, we're going to get you better. No, it's like, right in here with adults at 17 years old.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's sad. The system got to change, and you got to have programs. I feel like in prison, it definitely should have programs for teenage kids. Yeah. Yes, he's sorry for what he did, because at 16, you just trying to make a name, or you don't really know. Your mental isn't developed yet, you know? So, yes, I feel like it's wrong for them to, because the system is against the black youth.
Yeah, they are.
Yep, lock them up. They made that for us. Teenagers getting life. They made that for young black kids.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he committed a murder? Life.
Yep. He's
13 years old. You don't think he will ever change? It's not like he's a serial rapist or, a serial killer.
Yeah.
That's it. That's rapists and all that. That's mental issues.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody did a homicide as a 13-year-old, most likely probably influenced by somebody older, because it's mental not there. Yeah. So yes, I feel like it should be programs. And, shout out to my sister was shot and killed. You feel me? So I know the pain of losing a sibling and all that. You know, like my mom lost kids, but I feel like young 13-year-old kids, me being more mentor to young men that's lost out here, I feel like we got to make a change in the system and push for a change in the system.
I agree.
For our young black kids that's, lost out here.
100%. More mental health programs for black and brown kids and kids in general, just to have someone to talk to. We don't know what they're experiencing at home. Right. We don't know what
makes them
trials
act out,
and tribulations, and why they're acting out, why they're changing behavior, and start paying attention more and pour more into them in a positive way.
Absolutely.
Instead of chastising them and throwing them in the prison system where they can potentially be lost forever.
Forever.
Yeah. So
they make money off of us.
They do make money off of
billions. It's $1 billion.
It's a lot of investors in prisons too.
Right.
So we got to think about that too. Every time you see someone go to jail, your tax dollars going into it, and then also there's private equity in prisons.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people making bank off of all the heads that are going in there. So wonder why a lot of black and brown kids are targets.
Facts.
So thank you so much. It got a little bit real. Yeah. We laughed a little bit.
A little bit here.
Got a little mad.
Balance. Yeah. Balance, baby. Balance.
But we loved it. I'm so
a Libra.
Happy that you. I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy that you came today. Let everybody know where they can find you on social media, your website, all that.
Yep. Long Beach EWill on all social media platforms. Make sure y'all tap in with me, follow me, like, share, subscribe. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all so much for joining us. To follow Keys to the Culture Podcast at Keys to the Culture Podcast on all platforms.
Follow up.
Go to our website, keystotheculturepodcast.com. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, and let us know what you think about this episode and more. And if you want to follow me, I am Maisha on all platforms. And thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, I'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.